we need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.
Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social in association with freebets.com, Empire Fight Store, Forged Irish Stout. I'd like to be joined by Bobby Faulkner. Bobby, first time catching up with you. Spoke to Anthony Crolla. He reckons you're one of his sort of, he says, one to watch. He says, not really had that sort of exposure and push that maybe some of the other boys have got, but he says, very, very good. When you hear sort of praise like that coming from former world champion, current trainer, it must be like music to your ears.
Yeah, defo, it means a lot, and it puts the right sort of pressure on you, because you want to do these people who talk so highly, and you want to prove them right and show everyone. You don't want to let them down, do you?
I believe you had a bit of time away from boxing as well, and then made your return. Happy to be back here a few years out. Is that correct?
Yeah, you know what? I should have had about 3 months out and then come back, but yeah, just got caught up working and stuff. I think a lot of fighters get to that age, don't they? And I was one of them, where you just go missing for a bit and you want to earn some money and go out with your mates and stuff. And yeah, I fell victim to one of them traps. But yeah, I was still always training, but I was just never competing or, you know, like really putting the work in. So when I come back, I weren't too far off the mark, and I thought I'd be more towards the mark than I was. But yeah, it was really humbling when I first come back, and then as soon as I got back into, like, got my stride going again, I caught back up.
What, aside from obviously the work in the money, and you know, people don't realise you sacrifice a lot as a boxer, friends, the nights out and things like that. What was it that sort of brought you back in? What was that sort of moment you went, you know what, I've got to, because it's kind of a now or never thing at some point in your life, isn't it? Yeah,
so my old man was always wanting to see me box. He loves the boxing, so he was always, and I worked with my old man as well, so he was always, every time I worked with him, he was always like, get back in the gym, just get back in the gym, you don't want to work with me. And all my mates used to, obviously, they want to be mates with a pro boxer, so they was always like, get back in the gym, man. If you're as good as people say you are, then get back in the gym. And I used to be like, nah, and then it just sort of clicked when I started to hate work, and I thought, I'm like 21 now, and I'm thinking, it's now or never, innit?
Mm-hmm. Well, look, 7 fights deep so far. You're fighting next Saturday, I believe, in Oldham on a Kevin Marie show. Another chance for you to get back out there. What's this year about for you? What do you want to achieve when you get to December and you look back? Is it activity? Is it looking at starting to pick up a title? Where are we at? Where do you feel you're at?
Yeah, activity and just moving up the ladder. I'd like to pick up, or at least, fight for something like a central area, something by the end of the year. Obviously, you just got to work yourself into these opportunities and start knocking on the doors. But yeah, just activity really, moving up the ladder as much as I can.
In terms of a weight, have you got like a weight, when you start fighting for these titles, that you'd be settled on? Because I know when you sort of come through, you've agreed weight, it's not necessarily championship weights. What have you found that weight class where you go, you know what, I'll be able to do it at this weight and whatever? Yeah,
so I'm gonna do super light, but half the time when I get a match, I'm nowhere near it. I'm like 10 pounds above. But yeah, I've done close to it, so I think super light's perfect for me.
Have you seen anyone who you want to fight? I don't asking you to call anyone out, but when you sort of get a few more fights out the way, you go, you know what, that'd be a really good fight for me. Have you seen them other fighters who, maybe, the timing's right kind of thing, and that'll give you a springboard to sort of move on and progress a bit?
No, mate, they're all very good at this weight. I'd rather just keep fighting journeymen. Nah, I'm only messing. There's a lot of good fighters, so it's a very busy weight. So I'm looking forward to getting myself in the mix with them all. And yeah, there's a few I've seen where I think I'm better than, but obviously I just need to start doing the rounds now on fight night, and get like building my tank up towards them like 8-10 rounders.
You obviously, in terms of promotion and stuff like that as well, a few of the lads in the gym, obviously Muhammad Ali, they've had experience of going on like these big shows, the Matchroom shows. Do you look at that and go, you know what, that's got to be the next step, having that big show, that big sort of week where you experience a full media week kind of thing, because it's all part of the development? Yeah,
I'd like to try some of that out at some point this year. I've just got to make sure I perform on the night, and then that's when you can start saying, right, I deserve to be on these shows.
Have you aspirations of picking up all them belts on the way? Obviously, I'm not going to ask what you want to be. Everyone wants to be world champion. I mean, it's a given. If you don't, it's kind of the wrong game, especially when you're coming up. But do you want to pick up all them titles in between? You mentioned there an area title, English, British, Commonwealth. Do you want to go down that route before, obviously, taking off in, hopefully?
Yeah, obviously one fight at a time, but I'd love to, I'd like to just fight for any of them belts and do it the right way. But yeah, just whatever comes up, mate.
Speaking to Anthony, obviously he spends a lot of time with you, so it's important that he gets that one-on-one time with each of you. Been there, done it, seen the pitfalls, world titles. Does he give you any sort of advice that's stuck with you?
Put me under pressure there to think of something.
Because he's seen a lot, hasn't he? I'm speaking to Will, obviously. I know he'll
Yeah.
bend his ear probably more than most,
I
but
think Ant done it all the right way, didn't he? He come up the right way, and he obviously took a few losses on the way as well, and then come back from it. So just seeing that's enough inspiration.
I'll get a few predictions from you. There's a few fights coming up. A rematch was announced yesterday. Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall. Great fight. I was at the first one. How do you see this one going?
Catterall again, I'd say. Points.
Yeah, you convinced now? Is that going off the back of some of Taylor's recent performances, or what do you base that off?
Yeah, is it super lightweight the fighting at?
I've not seen the weight yet, and I'm not sure if that's been announced, but I'm not sure if I'm honest.
Yeah, it looked like Taylor for the Lopez one done the weight a lot better than he, but I still favour Catterall. I think he's all wrong for him.
Okay, no. Well, look, it's been a pleasure catching up. Have you got a message to people who are watching this, where they can follow you on social media, and obviously to where they can tune and see? Obviously, we know you got Kevin Marie fight coming up next week. You got a message for them where they can support you on your journey?
Yeah, just keep an eye out for us. I should be on these big shows soon enough, so all the people that do come and watch me, obviously, going to be better nights ahead. And I just want to shout out Project Boxing. If it weren't for Project Boxing, I wouldn't be able to box at all. So I'm going to go away and take us away on these nice sunny weather camps and stuff, so it makes boxing a lot easier and better.
Yeah, 100% shout out to Project Boxing. They do a lot of good work for you guys, provide you with opportunity, and yeah, it's a tough old sport, so it's good.
Sport,
well, Bobby, it's been a pleasure catching up for the first time. It won't be the last, and look, let's do it again.
Yeah, nice one, Matt. See you in a bit.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.